In our industry, often we tend to focus too much on here and now and overlook many of the big changes that happen over long periods of time. One such consequential transformation that has happened in the Indian markets over the last 10-15 years is a big shift from a fragile market to a more resilient market. This is best illustrated by how the market reacted to two big events. One, taper tantrum of May 2013, and more recently, April 25 tariff tantrum. 3 months after taper tantrum, Indian market was down 11% and currency was down 17%. So that was a panicky reaction. Whereas if you look at the recent tariff tantrum, 3 months after, Indian market was actually up 10% and currency was barely down by 0.3%. How did this big transformation come about? Because the macroeconomic fundamentals of India improved quite significantly. I will highlight 3 points. On fiscal deficit front, on a relative sense, India looks far better today than it used to 15-20 years ago. Second, on the current account deficit side also, India is much better placed because of focus like Make in India on the good side, but more importantly, great progress made on the services side through GCCs. India is much less vulnerable on forex today than it used to be. And the third, from a market standpoint, India is no longer dependent on foreign investors the way it used to. The growing salience of domestic investors, particularly post-pandemic, has completely transformed that picture and lent stability to Indian market. Another way to illustrate the same point is looking at performance of Indian market, let's say from 94 to 2006 and the next 15 years. In the first 15 years, you will notice that there have been 7 corrections in Nifty. So one every 2 years. India behaving like a typical emerging market. But if you look at a period of subsequent 15-16 years, you will notice that there have been only 3 corrections. So one correction every 5 years. Big improvement. Also, in terms of standard deviation, 40% lower than in the first 15-year period. These big changes actually get noticed more in places like New York, London and Tokyo than Bombay, Delhi and Ahmedabad because we are too close to the action. Coming to near term, we believe the headwinds from external factors will continue for a while, but a long-awaited consumption growth in the Indian market will probably start unfolding over the next couple of months, helping both the earnings prospects as well as markets prospects in the medium term. Thank you for your time.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.